Woo! We got the tech, we got the set play, we got the buffs, we got the sauce. So as we all know, Balrog was one of the few characters that received a lot of love in the winter update. And today, I feel like going over some new set play and setups that he may start leaning more towards in this latest update. I feel like a lot of Balrog players may start using V-Skill 2 more, but I could be wrong. V-Skill 1 definitely still has its uses, but V-Skill 2 definitely took a big buff. So, talking about V-Skill 2, starting with Under Impact, which is the 3-frame target combo, we can now get a safe activation in the V-Skill 2. We can now get a safe activation after Screw Smash. Those are big because of the simple fact that normally characters with forward advancing moves like Bison, G, Balrog, any character with a EX advancing move is able to punish Balrog. Actually, you know what? Let me change character. I actually want to do this on somebody who can actually demonstrate that. Hold on. Let me switch to like Bison or somebody. Alright, so normally, right, before Balrog received his buff, this was able to happen. They could get a free punish on us. We was never able to activate that safely on a character that had a forward advancing move. But now, directly after Under Impact, we have a safer route. Boom. Can't punish us no more. Same with this. Can't get punished. With these two buffs, along with the standing medium punch, which now forces stand up, right? This is about to become a godlike whiff punish button in neutral. Why? Because if we catch a whiff button in neutral, off of medium, my bad, we get a free activate with a knockback. That is what you call a buff. That is what you call godlike neutral right there. That is godlike neutral. Now let's talk about some actual setups. Now off of light Screw Smash knockdown, right, we are +7 on quick rise, but due to the spacing that we're put at, we can't necessarily get anything that's real setup unless we decide to commit to a light straight. But that's about it. This is a safe route that can lead to a light straight, but if you time it wrong, the light kick wins. So really and truly, you take the setup and you just go with it. Now, people have a common habit of always wanting to back rise after the situation, which adds in 7 frames of recovery. So if we see that, medium straight. So really and truly overall, just take the V-Skill charge up and then just go back to neutral. Unless you get a read on the back roll and then you go for like a medium straight setup. These V-Skill buffs actually capitalize on Balrog being in the corner. I'm just going over some mid-screen routes that you can take into consideration. But really and truly, when it comes down to the mid-screen approach, it's just a lot of safe routes that he's allowed to do now. So I'm gonna start off with normal recovery. +7 on quick rise, which is going to be a way better setup, and with back recovery adding 5 more frames, we're +12 on back roll. Okay, my controller is acting like real funny. My controller is acting real funny. Yeah, so now you're able to get a legit straight, that B3 frame on. Oh, never mind. Controller, can you please? You know what? I've always said I wasn't gonna use this controller. But I guess I'll go ahead and use it now. Lord have mercy. I didn't want to butcher this controller. Bruh, controller, please. For the love of the flying fiddles, I'm trying to discuss. No, the real buff comes into the corner. That is where this actually shines at. Because even still, you are +2 on quick rise, meaning you now get a meaty crouching jab that can follow up into standing medium kick heavy straight. This is a big buff in the corner because now you even get a meaty throw. You get a meaty throw and you get a meaty jab. So not only do you get a meaty throw and a meaty jab, you now get a safe route to even activate your V-Skill. So that's 3 options that's all being covered off of quick rise. Meaty throw, meaty jab, along with a free V-Skill charge up. Standing medium punch also works because it's a 5-frame startup, which leads into counter hit jab, into EX straight follow up. This is about to play so many more mind games with opponents in the corner. Like, do y'all understand how much more deadly this is? I'm pretty sure people probably won't do this because the normal route in the corner against Balrog is always going to be like, you know, frame advantage after dash up, which is plus 16. You can't go wrong with that. It's amazing, right? But you don't get that V-skill charge up advantage. So this is going to be a situation where you have to decide on if you want the damage or do you want the set play, which in most cases, most people will still choose the set play. No, my bad, the damage, which is always the better route, right? You can never go wrong with wanting the damage. Could never go wrong with just wanting the damage. Now, another one, this is actually real godlike, right? Oh no, my bad, I'm sorry. When you do screw smash in the corner, you're a +7 on quick rise. So now it's getting fun. +7 on quick rise. Now we could get out even extra meaty buttons, right? So all that stuff that we was able to get now, even more beefy. I should be able to get roundhouse. Yes, I get roundhouse. So now we could just loop it. +7, walk up a little bit, throw them. Nasty. And if they decide the back recovery, oh lord, if they decide the back recovery, that's even more plus frames. So yeah, this buff made Balrog way more nasty in the corner. Way more nasty in the corner. I might end up taking the set play over the damage sometimes, because you won't always be able to get that EX straight ender or that double EX straight off of jumping, right? Like, you won't always be able to get that. So it's going to be a time where you have to like really pick and choose when you decide to do this. But if you ever decide to do this, this is going to be nasty also, because you can't go wrong with it. So overall, when you're mid-screen, it's basically safer routes for you to activate. You can get greedy and try to go for like a meaty straight, but if they feel like you're going to do that, they can easily contest you with 3 frame. This buff really shines for Balrog in the corner. In the corner. I feel like the main buffer tool now is definitely going to be standing medium punch, because of the simple fact that it forces stand up and you can get that free charge up. You can never go wrong with crouching medium punch in the EX straight either. But like I said, it's going to be a time where you want to decide if you want the damage or you want the set play. So you always got to pick and choose. So quick lesson, you know, nothing too long. Hopefully I didn't talk y'all heads up for the young Balrog players that's in here. Hopefully y'all learned something new. But that is the new routes that Balrog will be able to take with these changes. That season 6 is what I want to say, is what season 6 brought to us. So this is definitely lovely.